letting people know about the Fairborn Sykes dagger from World War II. Everyone talks about it. Like, I get so many requests to make one. Made one, I think it was last week. I think this is when that video was released. I think so. Anyway, it's been a mess lately. But another lesser known one that the same company made is another, again, combat knife from World War II called the smatchet, which basically has this leaf blade. Everyone says it looks like a fish, and honestly, it kind of does. But basically, it's like where the dagger was meant for, like, you know, covert ops. You know, you're trying to be stealthy, sneaking around. This is something you just kind of take, you know, hand to somebody, point them in a direction, tell them to have fun. So, and just from messing around, I was trimming some trees with this earlier. Works really well for that. Again, that nice curved blade makes it really nice for cutting. And, you know, it's wide and heavy, you know, kind of the tip like some of the, you know, bolo knives, which I should make one of those at some point again. But either way, nice little build. One of the few times I actually have like a metal, like, not actual pommel, but like, you know, metal sandwich on there to kind of make a pommel. I need to do that more often. It does kind of look cool, but either way, just kind of a nice knife. Got a good feel to it. The handle scale's cracked on it as it was drying the vise, so that kind of sucks. But other than that, nice knife and one hell of a cutter. It's part of my stand there too.
Okay, so took me way longer than I've intended to, but I kind of got my base outline done. Kind of want this to have a little more leaf shape, although I do want to have it a little wider towards the tip. I don't know historically how much they were. It seems like every picture I see is different. Some seem to be like more centered for the widest part, some are a little more towards the tip. I just want a little towards the tip, not by a lot. I think it just looks a little better. Personal choice. And then, of course, designing out the handle. Again, I found no consistent handle designs, and my typical handle design for something like this wouldn't really be this rounded, but I wanted something that I could actually put guard on, so I had to like take micrometers and kind of measure out something I could actually get on there. I've run it in the past where I'm like, yeah, this will look good this way, and then I do it, and it's like almost impossible to actually get a guard onto it, and I have to reshape it in the end. So I decided to do that ahead of time and save myself some trouble in the long run. Anyway, I'm going to get my grinder, probably just cut out the big chunks, and then just switch to a regular iron grinder, grind it out, and finish up the belt sander. Okay, now I've got the blade ground out. Didn't drop it in this take. Sanded this down nice and flat. I usually don't do it this much, but these new sanding belts actually went pretty well. I've got these little pieces drilled with holes on here too. This is gonna kind of be my pommel piece, sort of. So what I'm gonna do is gonna kind of put those in, shape it the way I want it to, and then I'm going to, of course, kind of round them off a little bit. And then when I'm done, I'm going to have them shaped the same as the wood handles. Of course, need to make the guard still, which that I'll probably do after I finish up that. Then, you know, heat treat, temper the whole thing, and go from there.
Okay, so now that I have the pommel mostly made, I'm going to smooth it out, heat set it a few times, make it nice and dark, which is what I always do with my guards too. Unless it's a blade I etch, which I don't do a lot of. I should do it more. It's a lot of work, so that's why I don't. But anyway, got a just junk piece of steel here, drilled 2 holes in it. Same with in my tang. Take my angle grinder, basically cut the slot into it, then file it to shape as I need, and then heat it up, and then just kind of pound it in the shape to make a nice perfect fit. Pretty simple, and yeah, it's simple.
Okay, so it's getting late, so I've been trying to get as much done as I can because I literally have to have this done like tomorrow for filming Friday. So anyway, got this hammered in place, just 2 pins like I planned. Everything's heat treated and tempered. Got the guard shaped and, well, it's not in place, it still moves, but it's not coming off because that's been in place. 2 wood scales, I'm just gonna go ahead and like JB weld those in with 2 steel pins going through. And then from there, I'll just need to shape the handle, just kind of finish sharpening the blade up a little bit, and we're ready to go.
That didn't quite